Check this shit out. This is gonna be hype. He's in a bad suit. It's the lullaby of Broadway. This shit is like this Times Square in Manhattan. They're going big on this Batman Superman thing. They're doubling down on it. That shit is on. I've seen that IMAX 325. I was hoping to be like 308. You know, I thought it was gonna be March 8th or something. 25th. God damn it. But it's a little longer wait. Yeah, this shit's gonna be tight. Yeah, this is GODOKUNODAN. So YouTube keeps giving me copyright strikes. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck YouTube. We'll also do on music, obviously. Fuck YouTube. I'm making my own music. Batman vs Superman fucking sucked. That was garbage. Seriously. It's garbage. It's the worst movie I've ever fucking seen. From any standpoint. Even if you're a fan of the books, if you're not a fan of the books, it still sucked. No matter what. People making excuses for it. But they're fucking fanboys. But it sucked, okay? It doesn't matter if you're a fan of the fucking books or you're not. The reason why critics didn't like it, one reason is because there's a whole bunch of shit in there that had no reference and no introduction and no build up or exposition, and they just threw it in there. Like the Flash coming from the past, came out of nowhere, alright? That was fucking crazy. And one minute, and not only that, one minute they showed the Flash and he was fucking, okay, right after that they showed Flash and he's like not even in costume. He didn't have a costume yet. He's just some dude who could stop robberies. And 1 minute, like 5 minutes before, literally almost 15 minutes before, they showed him coming from the future or whatever, and it's all fucked up. That was what's wrong with it. Another reason why critics wouldn't like it is because nothing fucking happened in that movie for fucking the first hour. The first fucking hour, nothing happened. Okay? Like an hour and fucking 20 minutes, nothing happened. It's like, I don't know what is it. It's supposed to be some fucking video or whatever. It's like a music video or something. That's the problem with, I was looking at Watchmen. The Watchmen came out alright, but it came out alright just barely. And a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it, a lot of people didn't. Because he's trying to turn comic book into a fucking music video.
Human beings have a horrible track record of following people with great power down paths that led to huge human atrocities.
We have always created icons in our own image. What we've done is we project
exploding space shuttle.
Ourselves onto him. The fact is, maybe he's not some sort of devil or Jesus character. Maybe he's just a guy trying.
Oh, shit.
And nothing fucking happened. It was boring as fuck. You had to be like the biggest motherfucking DC fanboy to want to sit through a whole fucking hour of that movie and to be like, oh, that was a good movie. And nothing fucking happened. It had 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. It had to be 2.5 hours because the first hour was nothing. It was a bunch of like talking heads and bullshit. The politicians talking about Superman. Nobody gives a fuck about that. And the fact that the movie wasn't good anyway. Even for the comic book references it had in there, sucked. The movie sucked. Okay? And then the saddest part is, they took the best fucking source material from Batman to put in this fucking movie and fucked it up. And made a fucking shitty movie. That means if you took like average Batman shit, this would be an extremely shitty movie. Okay? Dark Knight Returns. Okay? The best Batman book ever made by Frank Miller. And they couldn't even do that right. Okay, one, fucking Bruce Wayne is not old enough. That mother Ben Affleck just made his hair a little gray. He's way older than that. He's like 50 something years old or older when Dark Knight happened. The Dark Knight, he's like 55 at least. The actual book. They just made his hair gray. He's like 40 or whatever, 42. What? His hair's gray. That was crap. All right, it was fucking crap. Like this part. Yeah, so this fucking movie fucking sucked. It was terrible. Alright, I am so glad I didn't pay $15 to see this shit. Or $20 to see it in IMAX. IMAX wouldn't make this shit good. It would make it even worse. It would just magnify how much this movie sucked. And I'm saying it sucked. It sucked. Now, anyway, this is the whole part where Batman rescues Superman's mom, okay? Martha Kent. Which is fucking stupid. Don't get me started on that your mom's named Martha shit. As if the name Martha is like some unique name that fucking Clark Kent can't fucking mention for some reason. It was so fucking stupid. That shocks Batman. Does that mean Batman's like mentally fucking challenged or something or fucking crazy? If you just mention his mother's name, he fucking breaks down. That's what the fuck that fucking implies. There's fucking something wrong with him. He freaks out if you mention his mother's name. And that movie sucked. It was stupid. It's horrible. Bad writing. I bet that was Ben Affleck's idea. He's a fucking shithead. Now let's get to the point where I was talking about. He fucking goes and rescues fucking Martha's mom, and they steal a part from fucking book. One of the best parts from Dark Knight Returns, which is realistic, and it said that Batman would kill somebody if he had to. He had no fucking choice. Now what actually happens in the fucking book? That part where the guy had a flamethrower on Superman's mom, Batman breaks through the wall and takes the guy's gun and shoots a fucking gas tank. Bullshit. This is what happened in the fucking book, Dark Knight Returns. He broke through the wall, grabbed the guy's gun, and some gang member had a gun on a baby and was gonna shoot the fucking baby that he's holding hostage, right? And he's like, fuck you. You know, she said, believe me, I'll shoot the fucking baby, you believe me. And he fucking shoots her in the fucking head. Okay, he turns her off like a light switch. That's what Batman did. He shot her like a light switch, says, I believe you. And he had no choice. It's like, well, that's just realistic. If Batman had no fucking choice, he would kill somebody. Anyway, the movie sucked. And they blew their wad on the Dark Knight already. And it's like, why waste Dark Knight material? And the whole thing is, they took the best part of Dark Knight, actually, the part where Batman fights Superman, and fucked it all up. Anyway. It's like this. It's like, now what you need? At least you know where to go.
Fine.
Now it's all downhill from there. And the worst part about this movie was only good parts were the parts they plagiarized directly from the Dark Knight. Okay, you plagiarized lines from the Dark Knight. What else do you have in this movie? Terrible script. Why didn't you just let Frank Miller write the script? You wouldn't have that problem. You wouldn't have to just pilfer one line here, one line here. You would have an entirely good script instead of just a couple lines. Okay, a handful of lines versus a 2.5 hour movie that sucked. And I want to give a special fuck you to Rolf Cabret from IGN, you stupid bitch, Jim Verjota. They were all defending the stupid Ben Affleck casting choice. It was a dumb idea. It sucked. And they were just trolling. IGN is pathetic. Okay, IGN's on a downward spiral right now. Okay, because nobody goes to IGN anymore. Nobody goes to big websites. Everything is YouTube. Okay, so I was ahead of the curve when I chose to do YouTubing because YouTubing is replacing those sites. Anyway, fuck Rolf Cabret, stupid fat shit with fucking dick suck lips. That fat fucking bitch. I fucking hate that chick. She fucking spoiled Arrow season 3. She told who fucking killed the Canary, fucking Laurel's sister, and she fucking spoiled Game of Thrones for me. She fucking blurted out in some Game of Thrones video she was doing. Blurts out who Jon Snow's mother is. Wow, I might want to find that out on my own, maybe, or whatever. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck IGN. Anyway, they have a fucking obligation to pipe every movie up, and also they spoil every movie. That's why I stopped going to IGN. Besides them being assholes, they put spoilers for every movie right there in the headlines. Okay, Batman fights Superman. Superman dies in the movie. I know they put that in there because when fucking Avengers Age of Ultron. Oh, this Avenger dies. Like, wait, I don't want to hear what Avenger dies. Shut the fuck up. I can't even see it on my own. They also put a headline for when Captain America came out. Whatever soldier or whatever the Winter Soldier shit. He's like, oh, Nick Fury dies. Nick Fury dies. Like, what the fuck, man? Let me watch the fucking movie. Anyway, fuck them. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, assholes. That movie sucked. I called it back then that shit movie was gonna suck, and I called them out, them being a bunch of fucking celebrity ass kissers, and they banned me for it. Fuck you. Banned one of my aliases. Fuck you. I put in a whole blog about it, and that blog is prophetic words because the movie sucked, and Ben Affleck sucked in Daredevil, and he sucked in this movie. It was terrible. The only parts that weren't completely bad about him is just like anybody could have played. It's not his acting at all. It's just like him and Alfred was running some operation, stealing information from Luthor. So Alfred's obviously talking in his ear, giving him intel, and he's going through the building trying to steal information from Luthor's servers. Whatever it is. That's the only parts that kind of good. Shit like that you can't fuck up because there's nothing taking real acting involved. It's just like you have a plan, he's sticking to the plan, yada yada, and that's it. But other than that, all his Batman shit was terrible. The stupid robo voice. Nobody would even know what he's fucking saying if he had that fucking robot voice. It not only disguised his voice, you wouldn't understand what he's saying half the time anyway. And it just seems stupid. Like, what the fuck is that about? He always disguising his voice. It just sounds stupid. It was terrible. You might as well just did the Batman voice. That sounds 100 times worse. Anyway, it sucked. One sucked. Even the fight scene sucked. I mean, it was a lot reminiscent of the other movie, The Watchmen. I mean, The Watchmen had shitty scenes. They had these fight scenes, but they seemed kind of, I don't know, too choreographed or whatever, and it just wasn't good. They were like they're fighting in the prison when the Night Owl and the girl was fighting in the prison. Anyway, it was like it doesn't look like that she could beat that many people up, and every move she did was telegraphed, and it was just like, I don't know. And that's how it seemed like when he's fighting with the Russians that were Luthor's men to rescue fucking the girl, fucking Martha Kent. It just seems stupid. It's like supposedly it should be good, but they fucked it up and they tried to go over the top with it, and somebody shot him in the back of the head and it bounced off his helmet. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's like a rubber helmet. How the fuck is that even blocking bullets? I can understand if he's still wearing the battle suit that he used to fight Superman, that armored suit, and somebody shot him in the head, the bullet would bounce off. Okay. But he's wearing this fucking thin fucking black helmet that she took off with one hand, obviously, when he came into the Batcave. So obviously it's a thin fucking helmet. That shit can't block bullets. And even if it could block bullets, it would knock him out if that shit hit it point blank for a bullet and deflected off his head. A bullet hits you at like 300 pounds per square inch or for pressure, okay? If that shit hit you in the head, it would knock him the fuck out. Even if it deflected a bullet, where I don't think it even could. Most times when people get shot with a fucking gun and they're wearing a bulletproof vest, they gotta go to the hospital anyway because their ribs are broken or shattered or caved in. Okay? Or their ribs knocked out of them. They have fucking bruised up ribs or broken ribs. Because bullets hit at high velocity, and even if you stop it from penetrating, it's going to hit you with like this concussive force. It was stupid. I was like, what the fuck is that? How the fuck that happened? These movies are retarded. Anyway, it was terrible. The whole Lex Luthor thing was bad. And there were warning signs in the trailers that Lex Luthor was going to be terrible, but it just was even worse. It was like a train wreck.
The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
Ben Affleck is fucking radioactive. Any movie he touches fucking turns to shit. Jiggly, Jersey Girl, Daredevil, and now this shit. All this fucking, he's Jack Ryan. He's the worst fucking Jack Ryan ever made. He made that shit unwatchable, like a fucking direct-to-video version of Jack Ryan. Alright? Movie sucked. At best I could say Gal Gadot was alright, but she wasn't in the movie that much. Next! is this? This is some fucking Joel Schumacher shit. Me watching this on my computer, that was my first time. This is a piece of shit movie, and Rotten Tomatoes was fucking right, and Metacritic was fucking right as hell. Look at this shit. What the fuck is this?
It took me to the light.